The next app on our Google Workspace we'll be looking at is our Google Form. Now, what do they use Google Form to do? You can use your Google Form to collect data for collect surveys. You can also use it for quizzes. You can use it for registrations and feedback. If you can remember, before for those who had access to the community, if you can remember, before you got access to my community, you filled a form. That form you filled was generated from Google Drive. It was created from Google Drive. So that is what we'll be learning today, how to create a form. Now, most clients might require you to creating forms for them, that they want to do something online, especially if you're going to be managing clients' email. At some point, they might want you to create a form to um, to generate leads so that they can collect emails of their clients and all that. Okay, so this is how you go about it. The first thing, I don't know, for some reason I've not seen my Google Form in Play Store. I don't know why. So I often use my Chrome browser to do this, to do my Google Form. So you head onto your, not my Chrome browser per se. Okay, yes, my Chrome browser. This is my Chrome. So head onto your browser and just type your Google and type Google Form. So it will bring you to interface, this place. Then you click on this. Now this is what Google Form looks like. I think I've seen this app before, but I just don't know how I lost my own. I don't know. So meanwhile, if you can find it in Play Store, fine. If you cannot, just go through this way I'm showing you. Now this is like a new form. Okay, this is like a new form. Now this is how you start creating your form. Now first thing you want to, let me show you how all this place, these up sections and this place. All right, so this is more like where you change color. That's if you don't like this particular color, you can change it there. This is your undo button. This is how you click to add a link. This is where you add someone to have access to the form. Then this is where you click to publish the form, as in for the form to go live, so that when people fill the form, you can get notifications in your emails and all that. Then, and down here, this is where you click to add more options. Okay, you click here to add more options, and this is where you click to search other Google form in the drive. And here, when you want to start typing, you click here, and here this is where you click to upload pictures. All right, and here you click here to search YouTube for any link you want to add to your drive, and here you click it to add more sections. So let us go ahead and let's get started. So now this is the first part of the form. Okay, now this is a multi-choice question. Like a question you can put here is a question like, all right, for you to have a better understanding, all right, I'm going to be duplicating a form I have done before. All right, a form I have done before for my Upwork. Okay, this is the form, so I'm going to be duplicating this. All right, so now you can see this form. You can see it, right? Now we're going to duplicate it. So I'm going to go ahead to put some kind of banner up here. Now your banner could be anything. It depends on what the form you're filling is all about. In some forms I see, they don't even put banner, but I love making my things look very good. So this will be your banner, and here you can put a title right below. So let's go ahead and do it in the other one. Okay, so let's add our banner. So first thing we want to do is to click here to add the banner. All right, so I'll click here, then go to choose. I'll change the color. So I'll choose my green color right here and change the color of the background to be green. Then I'll click here to choose image. Now, now it will bring up this interface for me. Now, if you want to choose anything from here, you can go ahead, but let me go and choose that my Upwork. So I'm going to click on upload and I'll search for the picture and select it. Then I'll click on browse. The next thing is it will open my phone gallery and I'll search for the picture and I'll select it. And so the picture is uploading. All right, this is it. So I'll now click on done. Now it's going to go to the form. It's uploaded right now. Okay. So all I need to do is to click on apply and it will not show on my, you can see it. Now you can see that the color of the background has changed to green. So now the first thing there is the name. So now for name is not a multiple choice question. So we're not going to use this. We're not going to use a multiple choice option. Click on this drop down arrow here and select a short answer. Okay. So we're selecting short answer, which is this first one. Now a short answer just requires the person putting just one or two words as an answer or just a short sentence as an answer. So I'll just say name. Okay, sorry. All right, this is name. Now, to mark it as something that is important, because in the form, you have to make sure that they put something, you have to mark some of the questions or some of the information so that they know that they must answer it, okay, that they don't need to skip it and submit. Now, to mark that, all you need to do is just to scroll up and then you toggle on this button, all right, so that they know that they must answer this question, okay, is required, right? So if you want to repeat this particular single question, short answer section, all you need to do, click on these three lines down here, click on that three lines, then you click on duplicate. It will just duplicate it. Now you can see we have name here and we have name here. Name is down here and name is up here. So I'll change this one to probably age. I don't know if I used, no, I did not use age there. So as simple as that, you duplicate this one again and maybe, let me just check that one and let us see what we did there. Okay, I have email address, phone number, full name, gender. Now see our gender. Our gender is, it has options that you need to select. Now this one is not a short answer section. It has to be something you have to select. And here too, we'll see this, all right? So you see the one of box down here to yes or no, okay? So first and first, we did not add a description. We did not add this section. We've not added this section, description and all that in our new form. So let's go ahead and do it. Okay, so let me do this before we add the description. So let's write our email address. Then let's go ahead and write a, okay, after email address, the next one I want to do is, okay, I have name, I have age, I have email address. The next one, short answer section should be, let me duplicate this one again. Okay, country, so that the person can write his or her own country, right? Okay, so after this short answer, the next one we want to do, let me still duplicate this one. Let me duplicate the country. But then after duplicating it, because I want to ask for something that has an option that they need to select from, I'm going to click here to change this short answer and make it multiple choice, okay? I'll make it multiple choice, right? So now that it's multiple choice, I can go ahead and ask gender, I can still use short answer section for gender, but now I just want to make it fancy, so it will not be so dull. So since I have multiple answer, since this is a multiple choice section, it has given me option A. So I click here, I write male, then I add another, click here to add another option. All right, that's the next one is female. Good. So you see, we're done with that one. If you want to duplicate it to also create another multiple choice question, you go ahead and duplicate this one. And maybe you want to ask them, how did you get to, how, how did you hear about this program? Okay. Then you can now edit this one. You can say Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I added another one right now. YouTube, TikTok, and all that. Maybe if you don't want to go further, you can just add write others. All right. So this is it. We're done with this one. So this is how you just do it. Okay, let me do the last one. Let me still duplicate this one and let me do the last one. Now this last one, I'll need to close all this multiple choice this thing. I'll need to close all these options because I'm going to be selecting a box, tick box. Look at it down here. I'm selecting a tick box. If you are doing for rating, say someone to rate, you use this one. There are a lot of options. You can play around with it. So let me select tick box option. Now, my tick box will be yes or no. Add another one, yes or no. And what will I be asking in the question? I will say, okay, for my tick box, the answer I'll be needing is yes or no. Okay, I've not asked the question. All right, but the question I would want to ask is, what's the question again? Okay, so it's not a question, it's more like a request, like subscribe me to community updates or so. Community updates. So it's required for the person to either select yes or no. Okay, so we're done with that part. So you can see this is how it is. Subscribe to our community, yes or no. All right, subscribe me. So let's go ahead and put the title. This is where we put the title. All right, the title is you're one step closer to becoming a premium VA. Now you can play around with this. You can make it bold, italics, however you want to make it, or you underline them anyhow. Okay, but let's leave it at bold. Then form description. You can go further and put form description here, which is please fill out the form below to complete your order and receive blah 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 blah. So go ahead and play around with it. Now see our form is ready. Now it doesn't stop here. All right, this form right now is not published, so anything that is done on it, or probably no one can even see it online to fill. So the first thing you want to do to publish it, you click right here. Okay, click here, then you see an option to publish down here. Okay, so before you publish, you might want to manage the link, who will view the link and all that. But if it's something you're using for public, there is no need of clicking that. So let's go ahead and publish it. So when you click on publish, the form goes live. Now you can see this is how you know your form has gone live. You see this blue, this good, small good tick beside that, then you know it's live. Anything someone is doing here on your form, you get information. Now let me go back to my own and show you what I mean. Now this is my form that have gone live. These two here simply shows you that two people have filled the form. Two people have worked on this form. So you see a lot of information right there. So That is it. That is it. As simple as that, guys. Okay.